last one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 47 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, Winston. Olave holds it in. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's not going get there. Might have even lost a yard. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Now Jackson back into his end zone.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Play action. Now Jackson.
Boy, what a catch by Andrews.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
7 yards there and a first down. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, Winston again.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
65 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
He's got a man, complete.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, That was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 27, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's a give to the right, Ingram. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Winston steps away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kamara up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown.